A presentation on the Raga Bhairavi, which is one of the heavyweight ragas of Carnatic music, offering so much scope for improvisation. And many of our great composers have adorned so many beautiful kritis in this raga across talas and across a wide gambit of possibilities within the raga. So we will start with explaining the structure, some common phrases, and sort of helping you guys visualize the movement and oscillations of the notes involved, because this is a raga in which the oscillations in gamakas are very predominant. So it's very important to understand how they operate. Then we will go through the raga through the approach of different composers, and sort of show you guys a variety of compositions that exist from the saptaswaras of the raga. And we will also go over some unheard portions of the Viraboni varnam and explore that aspect as well, and then we'll take your questions at the end. So to start off, Bhairavi is the janya of the 20th Mela Karta Metta Bhairavi. And its name is a namesake of the Devi, goddess Violin. So you can see the spirit of the Devi embodied within the scope of the raga. So we'll start off with a brief demo on the Arogaram Avanogaram, which shows up some possibilities that exist within the raga, but it's a very, very limited scope into the scope of the raga. This is one interpretation. Another interpretations have Sarigama Badanisa as the Arogaram, so I guess that differs from school to school. But some of the very common prayogas I will now demonstrate and I guess show its importance within the scope of the raga. Riga ma by the pa, that ma by the pa is a very, very common transition point of the swara ma. It facilitates the movement of Riga pa. So Riga ma by the pa, that's one function of ma within the scope of the raga, which is just to serve as a transition point. But there also is the stationary case where ma is a landing spot and ma is something that is sustained. More sustained rather than serving as a transition point as seen here. So an example of that would be so that also exists within the scope of the raga. So you have the sort of the transition point ma, and you have a ma that you can sustain as a landing point in many of our compositions, including the Swarajiti, which we will later explore, shows these possibilities within the raga. There's also the, when you look at ma, there's Riga ma pa, so ma can also take the place of paga 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 pa ma pa, so that's also I guess a way of rendering ma within the raga. And then if you take a look at one of the other very important jiva swaras of the raga, ni, there's ni, the pa. So ni serves, just like how ma serves as a transition point between vi and pa, ni, the pa, ni serves as a transition point between sa and the Suddha Daivata. So that's also a very important feature of the raga. And very, very rarely will you hear the nishadam sustained as a siddha as a plain note. It mostly is oscillated, or it's you hear the plain note in passing. So that is not something that is commonly done, although I've heard artists like M.S. Gopalakrishnan make those conventions, but generally that's how the nishadam sounds in the raga. Next we will go to Sowmya Srikanth who will further explain different components.
So the Bhairavi Raga, as he mentioned, is it has a lot of scope for Raga Alavana. Lot of scope for Raga Alavana. Is a very, very major raga. And we will be singing some compositions, and each composition starts at each swaram, at each note, right from the bottom of the from Shadjamam, lower Shadjamam to higher Shadjamam. Oh, first composition starts from Nishadam.
From lower
Nishadam.
Now we move to the Shadjam, where we have the beautiful composition Yaro Ivar Yaro.
Bhairavi gives so much peace. I think it's a raga that gives peace of mind. It's anyway. So the next is Rishabham. Upacharam seva runarani maravapura upacharam seva runarani maravapura upacharam Next is Gandharam.
Now, for the Madhyamam and Panchamam, there are not too many common compositions that start there. But we'll showcase portions of Shyama Shastri's Swarajati. So Shyama Shastri composed 3 Swarajatis, Yadukula Kamboji, Todi and Bhairavi. So in his Bhairavi Swarajati, he has 8 Chittaswarams, starting from low Sa and going up to high Sa. So starting in Ma, Bhakta Jana Kalpalati Kaga Gunalaya Sadaya Bhakta Jana Kalpalati Kaga Gunalaya Sadaya Giridalaya Panchamam
Next is Dhaivatam. When this line comes in the song, I can really imagine Muragaraja Shayana, Vishnu sleeping on the snake. The line is so beautifully composed, and Bhairavi is perfect for this song. Yeah, anyway. So, next is Nishadam. Next is Shajamam. Odi baraya Vaikunthapati noduve manadaniya. Odi baraya Vaikunthapati noduve manadaniya. Next is Rishabam. That was the Tirupavai from Rishabam. Next is Janani Mamava in Gandharam.
All the way up to the high Gandharam. Janani Mamava So you can see the wide variety of starting points of how the different composers have set to tune. It would be remiss if we didn't also showcase the final Chittiswaram from the Swarajati. It's actually a very famous Chittiswaram. Shama Krishna Sahodari Shiva Shankari Parameshwari Shama Krishna Sahodari Shiva Shankari परमेश्वरि हरिहरा गुणगुणी महि मरुगणिं पतरम्मा सुतुडम्मा अभिमानमुलेदानापै देवी परकेलने ब्रोबवे पुरुषे भैरविका. So it has both the mudra, Shamakrishna Sodari, but also Raga mudra, showing the Bhairavi in the same Chittifar. So this is a sampling of some of the most famous kritis. Now we'll talk about the very famous varnam, Vidiboni, in Bhairavi.
So the Vidiboni varnam, set to Kandajati Atatadam, was composed by Sri Pachimiriyam Adi Appaya. And unfortunately, over a period of time, a lot of things, were changed. The songs, for example, so there are actually 4 Muktaiswarams, but we only sing 3 today. And I don't know why the Varnam book doesn't have the, I have no idea, the Ganamrita Bodhini that everyone usually follows. And so traditionally the Varnams are also supposed to be treated like kritis, where you sing the Pallavi, Anupallavi, yes, then there is a Chittaiswaram, Charanam is there, for which you do Swara Kalpana. And just like in a kriti, if you do Swara Kalpana at the Charanam, you'll come back and finish the Charanam, right? The Charanam will have its Sahityam. But unfortunately for Varnams, that is, for a lot of Varnams that is lost in time. And today we just, after the Muktaiswarams, we just sing the first line of the Charanam and finish it at that. So the Vidiboni Varnam, so it has 4 Muktaiswarams, and there is a Sahityam for the Charanam as well. So I will sing that. First Purna is fine. So the Vidiboni, we move to the Vidiboni Charanam. So the Charanam goes like this, right? So the first one is Ma Pa Ga Ri. Must be familiar with that. That's the first Muktaiswaram. Second is Da Ni Ni Da Da Ni Da Da Ma. Second one. So the third one, and which we sing, is Sa Ri Ga Sa Ri Ga Ri. That's actually the fourth. Before that, there is, and I'll sing the Muktaiswaram. ri ga ma ga ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa ni da ba ma pa da ni sa ri ga ma ni sa ri ga ma pa da ba ma ni ga ma ga ri sa ri da ni sa ri ga ma pa ni sa ma ga ri sa pa ma ga ri sa da ba ma ga ri ni da ba ma ga ri sa sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa ri ga ma pa da ma pa da ni sa ri ni ga ri ni da ma ga ma pa da ni sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa ri ga ma pa da ma pa da ni sa ri ga ma ga ri sa ni da da ma ga ri ni da ni pa da ma ga ri ga ni sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa ri ni sa pa da ma pa sa ma ga ri ga chi ru no. Then we go on to sa ri ga ri. Finish the varnam. No, not finish the varnam. So we have to sing the sahityam of the charanam. So after the last muttai swaram. So there is a. So I will sing the chi ru no. And then finish the varnam. So a lot of varnams have missed out, have Chittai Swarams and a lot lost, Muktai Swarams, etc. lost in time, Anubandhams lost in time. And we are very happy to get the opportunity to present the Viriboni Anubandham this time. Yeah. And I'd like to add, so in the Dikshitar Sampradaya, Bhairavi, so the way we sing Bhairavi today is Saga Ni Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Ga Ma Ma Ra Ni Sa. Upwards is Chatushruti Daivatam, downwards is Shuddha Daivatam. But in Dikshitar Sampradaya, upwards also using Shuddha Daivatam only. So Saga Ni Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa. So the Nishadam needs to start from Chatushruti Daivatam somehow. Pada Pada Ni Sa. And downwards is Shuddha Daivatam. Chatushruti Daivatam is used, but only in certain prayogams when you sa ni da ni ni da ni sa ni re sa ni da ga re sa ni da ni sa but when you go from Panchamam pada ni sa pada is Shuddha Daivatam, has to be Shuddha Daivatam in the Dikshita Sampradayam. But this is how we sing it today. Of course, everything change is the only constant in the world, right? Everything will change with time. But yeah, I do believe it's important we know our history, right? Where we come from. That's why we study history. But yeah, anyway, so just interesting that in Dikshita Sampradaya, this is how it was. Yeah, thank you.